The Gift and a Curse. Once upon a time, in a small city packed with busy people, there was a man named Clark. He had a unique gift, a supernatural ability to see the age of every person as an invisible number above their heads. Clark used his gift to work as a bouncer at the city's most exclusive nightclub, the Crypt. Patrons of the Crypt were known to be eccentric, but Clark had seen it all. Nothing could surprise him, or so he thought. One chilly autumn night, as the line outside the Crypt grew longer, Clark's gift helped him swiftly sort the underage from the legal, ensuring a safe environment for the club's patrons. But as he went about his business, a strange woman in a hooded cloak approached the entrance. As she stepped into the dim glow of the neon sign, Clark's eyes widened. Above her head floated a number he had never encountered before: 1076. The old woman's piercing eyes met his, and she smirked knowingly. Bewildered, Clark let her pass, unable to shake off his growing unease. The night progressed, and the old woman's presence seemed to cast a dark shadow over the club. The lively music turned into a haunting melody that reverberated through the walls. The atmosphere grew heavy, suffocating. The clubgoers became increasingly uneasy, feeling an inexplicable terror. In an attempt to confront the woman, Clark approached her table, but as he neared, he noticed her eyes, bottomless black pools that reflected his own terror. She whispered in a voice that sounded like 1,000 serpents, "You've seen my secret, and now you'll pay the price." The world around Clark seemed to blur as a wave of dizziness swept over him. He stumbled out of the club and into the cold night air, feeling his heart pounding in his chest. The next day, Clark's gift had changed. No longer could he see people's ages. Instead, he saw the number of days they had left to live. The knowledge weighed heavy on his heart, and he could no longer find solace in his work. The Crypt's mysterious atmosphere had turned sinister, and Clark knew it was because of the old woman. Desperate to reverse his twisted fate, he sought her out, searching through the city's darkest corners. Eventually, he found her in a small antique shop, hidden behind a dusty collection of old books. The old woman, her eyes gleaming with malevolence, revealed her true identity: a vengeful witch who had been cursed to live for eternity. To escape her fate, she had passed her curse onto Clark, trapping him in her misery. To free himself from the witch's curse, Clark would have to find a pure soul who would willingly accept the burden. As his search led him through the city, he discovered the terrible truth about humanity. Time and time again, he encountered corruption, greed, and darkness. In a desperate final attempt, Clark approached a kindly old priest. The priest, sensing the darkness in Clark, agreed to take the curse, sacrificing himself to save Clark and the city. As he accepted the curse, the priest's eyes turned black, and the numbers above his head transformed into the 4-digit eternity. With the curse lifted, the city returned to normal, and the Crypt lost its sinister atmosphere. But Clark could never forget the horrors he had witnessed. The gift that had once been his advantage had ultimately revealed the true darkness of the human soul. And so, Clark left the city, seeking solace in the unknown, haunted by the ghostly numbers and the eternal curse he had unleashed upon the world.